Yo, what up? Everything good, man? I'm out here. I'm in Vegas.
You in Vegas? I thought you was in New Orleans. They said you were shooting a movie in New Orleans.
Yeah, I just left here. I was shooting with Stallone and Schwarzenegger. This joint called a Tomb. And I got a few days before I got to go back out there. But while I'm here, I'm in the Palms. I'm gonna do the they got the studio downstairs.
Crazy. I seen it. Stupid.
Yeah, so I'll go down there and finish up the tape.
Okay, hold on. So, let me ask you. I don't want you to tell it yet, but they've been blowing me up, asking me. So, 50 Cent, do you have a date, a release date for this Gangsta Grill tape we doing?
I didn't set the date yet. I think I'm gonna let you do that.
So when we finish this,
I think I'm gonna let you do it, because what I'm gonna do is, because we'll be able to let them hear something exclusive. You got some pieces that I sent over there to you, right?
Yeah, I got them. It's looking real.
Yeah, so we could go ahead and get it started, and then when you're all the way ready, like when we got everything else ready, we'll set the date and just hit them. Because I think maybe a week out from the first time you let something go.
I don't know. I think we might need to make them wait a little longer than that.
Then it's on you.
Now listen, I got the song. I got the song yesterday that we're gonna premiere tonight. Stupid.
Yeah, you see, and I did that. I never did that before. I never really, like, on the mixtape, I ain't reach out and put people that I needed to put on the actual joints to make them feel like it's different, like different energy. Like, all my tapes has just been me doing what I want to do, and of course putting the artists I got around me on the tape to get them that exposure. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this go around, I said, because it's the Gangsta Grill, like, this is an event for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the same way the Big 10 was like 10 years of work on the mixtape circuit. Like, the Gangsta Grills is the biggest mixtape brand you can actually be associated with. Everyone else has lost the consistency. Initially, you'd have the Desert Storm crew, like the Clue tapes. And then, like, you see that they're not as current. So I started seeing more Gangsta Grills with you and Fab.
No, those was crazy too. And I mean, like, my question I gotta ask, because they asked me, and I said it's funny. Shout out to my man Renee. When we ran into each other South by Southwest, I made a joke with him, and he was like, see what's up with Fifth in the tape. So when I seen you, I was like, what's up when we doing our tape? So everybody keeps asking me, how did the tape come about? And I say, I seen Fifth. I told Fifth what's up with the tape. Next thing I know, Fifth was tweeting the Gangsta Grills is on the way.
Yeah, because there's no reason not to do it. I'm asking myself why I never did one. You know what I'm saying? Like, after you said that, I was like, yo, I ain't never did. What the fuck? Like, why I never did that?
Do you remember in 2007 we were supposed to do Blood on the Gangsta's Grill?
Yeah. And
we talked about
we might
it.
have to title that there.
Yeah. We came up with the title, we talked about it, went back and forth, it never happened, and then, they still to this day still ask me about that.
Yeah, and that's we gotta title this tape that.
I think we need something better and stronger.
Something better and stronger?
I think we could do that.
Yeah, well, then I want to do my 07 title. So we're going to have to make this a sequel. We're going to have to make this a sequel. So this will be the first of the joints, because I want to go to do that actual idea.
My nigga 50 Cent on the phone. We talking about this tape now. To me, and I always explain it like this, as much as I've accomplished in the mixtape world and everything, I look at it like, when it comes to mixtapes, there was pre-50 Cent, and then there was the game after 50 Cent. And like, the mixtape game went a certain way until you kind of came along and changed it. Before that, everybody was really just spitting 16 bars on beats. And then you came along and everything changed from then on.
And then now all the freestyles are in song formats, and it's like where artists get a chance to just be an artist. Like, it doesn't have the same pressure that you would have when you're actually making an album. You're thinking about making world music, like everybody that enjoyed it, the actual tape. The mixtape, you could get to the street, like your core audience, And like when you see new artists, like I got a chance to catch that True Religion joint you did with
2 Chainz. Yeah.
The Start a Riot joint off of that. Like those records, they come and they become like important to the culture. It gives the artist a chance to just be an artist like that. Like when Walker was doing Hard in the Paint and stuff like that. Those are moments within our culture that you know the artist wasn't trying to make a commercial record, but it's gonna go. Like them joints are gonna go because we need those joints from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just every now and then one of those records that you intended to be a street record or have like it just had all that edge to it and everything. And when they cut through, it means something. You have a moment.
Affiliates Radio, banging you in the head with another block burner.
Some of the new guys, like 2 Chainz, ASAP, Future, Kendrick, and you watch what some of them are accomplishing. You know, who do you see a lot of potential in? You know, to really hold the long run.
Definitely 2 Chainz, because he's been around. Like it's not like he's one of them guys that are finally having a moment. Like, cause I remember when he was with, you know, like in that Player Circle joint, like with DTP, like the very beginning, I would see him. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I know there's been years and years of work is there, and then the kid Future, he got some hits that under his belt that ain't under his name. Like that Racks on Racks on Racks joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I watch, so I don't be paying attention because I'm like. They may seem like I'm doing business in different areas and doing different things, but my passion for music, it hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? So
I think everybody knows you still watch the game, though.
Yeah.
You've become somewhat of a cultural critic in a lot of good ways for the culture.
And when you look at how certain artists, like, I'll say this, your mixtape record at maximum does 500 spins. You feel me? At mix show radio. When it goes past that point, the system has already kicked in and started spending marketing dollars. The indies working it. So when they look and they see these, like, and they be like, my mixtape did this much. No, man, that mixtape was an album. They marketed it.
That's real.
That mean they were spending marketing budget behind each one of the songs off of that actual tape. That's why your tape felt like it was that. Like, you know what I mean? And each one of those tapes, like what I look at, like now I'll figure out exactly what I want the tape to feel like and do it. Because like War Angel, the LP, and then I did Forever King that had a specific tone to it. You know what I'm saying? It had those old school hit records as a theme for it. Like it was more 90s music and late 80s. So now this joint, I feel like I don't want to, you know, let the cat out the bag. But when they hear the first joint that you jump off tonight, they're gonna know that they should be looking forward to it.
It's been 10 years since Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
I feel like that shit is old school at noon now, my brother. I got to come with some heat.
I was at the South by Southwest show. You know, it kind of felt real nostalgic, though, like really being able to watch you perform that whole album, song for song. A lot of those songs still hold a lot of weight, still classics, and have yet to been touched.
Yeah, you know what? I look at, because I had to listen to the record, go back and listen to it again before that show.
Did you remember all the lyrics? Did you remember all the lyrics?
Yeah, I think I had to go, but I had to listen. I had to listen to make sure I knew all of it.
Word.
Like now, like when we just did the Coachella joint with Snoop, Dre, M, Warren G came through, Corrupt was out there like that. That show was like, it was interesting because it was moments that the stage went black, and then like the content that they built just played. You know, so when I go into my next set, I'm definitely going to do some totally different stuff, but the production value has to be high enough for it to make sense for me to even go, or I ain't even going.
I mean, I heard there were talks that Dre might possibly take that show on the road, and with you involved.
I mean, I would go in a heartbeat.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, just because I don't think that there's another moment like that. Like, he hasn't been out in so long that even Coachella felt special because he hadn't put an album out in 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first time you actually seeing him speak. Like, he's on stage talking, and I think that he fell in love again.
Some people thought y'all hadn't really been talking after the Ross pictures came out.
Nah, you know what I know about Dre is he has a thing where he creatively he's saying, if there's a hit, wherever it is, I'm going to go get it.
The mind,
you know what I'm saying? And I don't care. Like these people, like, these are people that I have strong relationships with, that done things for me that I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between me and a lot of the characters that you see me have conflict with is you don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been raised that way, so I don't go against that. And like, say, what is 50 Cent's career minus your in the club?
Mm-hmm. Real talk.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what is that? You know, minus PIMP at that point. Like, so when those things, I don't say, well, you got paid for it, and you shouldn't have did what you did because how I feel today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When I really don't have passion for those. Like, it's obvious when you look back at those things and you say, well, exactly how did that happen? Like, how did it start? And you say, he said, I looked at him funny.
Mm-hmm.
That means that's hip hop. Because there was nothing that had a real issue or meaning. This is why it didn't actually spill over into the street.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's something that has some substance to it, like somebody felt violated beyond you said something and I said something. That's what artists do to move up in hip hop culture.
That's right.
Battling has always been a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? So
you've always given the culture great entertainment moments when it came to that.
Right. Like, how you going not to do that, to not say anything, to not respond, is to not be a part of it. Like, I could check this out. I didn't have to say I'm in competition with Kanye when he came.
Mm-hmm.
I could have sat there and just said, "Oh, that's cool." You know who got a bigger sales history prior to that moment? You see what I'm saying? And then when you look at the way this is not fabricated in any way, it's the facts, right? How artists on the Def Jam ended things would decrease 80 and 75%, while artists on every other label, whether it was rap music, pop music, or any other kind of music, would have the consistent 60% decrease. It's because Def Jam is a hip-hop based label, and they saw a spike in sales based on the first week sales.
That's real.
You see what I'm saying? So they did what they had to do to make the first week as big as possible, and then what happened is, in return, they sold more records the next week. Even if it meant sending CDs to weighted accounts for them to scan the CDs multiple times, for the small mom and pop stores making a few extra dollars doing that, and in exchange, the number looked bigger.
Affiliates Radio. The sound of the streets.
You heard it here.
And putting an album out, would you even be concerned about sales from this point on, in 2012 on?
Well, you know, I can be concerned about being relevant to the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And recapturing the energy that you had once upon a time. So when
we can do some of that with the tape.
Number, that's what I'm talking about. Like, and that's what this is all about. It's not even about the actual number on sales. Look at this. When I would go check the sound scan, because I'm the reason why they check the sound scan.
That's real.
It's because I'm at that point, you're the largest debuting hip-hop artist, period. Doing almost 13 million records on the first album. Then you come back, do 10 million records on the follow-up. And then at those points, I'm saying check the sound scan.
Yeah, them numbers still hold weight.
Yeah, so it's nobody, you can't find nobody that topped it yet, period. So at the end of the day, I don't have trophies in my case for my portfolio of music that I put out.
It's not very many people that can put up them type of numbers. I can only think of a couple. Eminem, another one being Tupac. How did you feel about
Meaning
the hologram?
you have to be dead. Meaning you got to die to do it.
The hologram, how did it feel?
I mean, that was dope. Like, I think when we went through the rehearsal, I talked to Snoop about it. And I said, damn, man. I said, that's the moment right there. Ain't nothing else. I don't care what nobody else do. Right there. And then it was interesting because Dre gave it to Snoop.
Yeah, that's dope. That was a dope look.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was a real cool thing, you know what I mean? Because I don't think Dre and Pac ever performed. I'm not sure if they ever performed California Love.
Nah, and I don't think has Snoop and Pac ever performed that song?
Nope.
Nah, they never performed America's Most Wanted either. Crazy.
Yeah, they did it. They both performed it, but never together.
If all parties were open, his mother and so forth, could we see 50 Cent and Tupac performing Realest Killers together?
I'd love to do that. And to me, like, if you could take them and I couldn't see how a person would be uncomfortable with it. Like, I would want him to keep him alive. To see that he still matters. It makes him an icon. He's iconic anyway, but it makes him something almost a martyr. If he's actually going on tour, if they can let a hologram be as entertaining as the person that's walking around right now.
Word.
Affiliate Radio. We just got finished.
Trying to do Biggie?
I think Puff already called the people.
He already called, right? Off top.
I think he already been on the phone like, what? Oh, no. I know my next tour is me and Big. We going, baby.
Summer Jam, we on the way, huh?
We on the way. They probably started 3D rendering already. So Puff, like, let me tell you, Puff, they can say whatever they want about him. He ain't gonna miss a moment.
If he did that for Summer Jam, he would shut it down.
Yeah, he has to. He's gonna go do that. They don't care what it would cost or nothing. That's just the way to go.
Shout out to my nigga Puff, man. Y'all niggas like play like back and forth on the Forbes list every year. It's top 5, same no matter what.
It's gotta stay there and keep getting it. Like, regardless of, you know what's the beauty of that? It just says that, you know, that the people that are actually focusing, that you're not here by accident. See, the Forbes list is fine. It's fine that they actually put it out and all that, but I'm still on the wrong list.
What's the right list?
I need to be on the 500.
Word.
The company list without it actually being hip-hop.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And in order to do that, you know, we gotta do business on a whole nother level. You know, and they're looking at who is tracking, like whoever got like a little bit of cool on them at the time. They position Puff like that based on his Ciroc momentum.
Shout out to Ciroc boys. He cuts me a nice check. I appreciate it.
Gangsta Brazil.
Are you performing? Are you playing music? Because if you do, I need a Gangsta Grill drop. I need it to be a record from this tape. That 50 million here.
Something like that.
Straight up.
You know, we got to do something like that. So the tape coming, you got to make it hot right quick.
Yeah, I need to hear that on pay-per-view. I'm looking. Call Nelson, call Renee if you need me to fly to drop in. It's not a problem.
It's just not a problem. I sent it. I feel like when you have, because you can't really look at numbers right now. Who had the last like a big record M, right?
He's all. I mean, you know, I don't even put him in the running.
Yeah, it's not even in the same. It's not even
like,
the same.
You know, they left him off the MTV list, and he was like #1 last year, or not even last year, but 6 months ago. And I was like, how do you put somebody being #1 and then they're not on the list? And they tried to explain it to me like, well, he hasn't been as current. He didn't have records out. I'm like, yo, cut it out, man. He's like, if y'all gonna do that, just retire him off the list.
You know what's crazy? that list is. Who made that important? Like, look, us talking about it makes it relevant. That's it. Because that doesn't matter. Like, think about this. Like, remember when I fell in love with the culture, the source was everything.
Real?
5 mics.
I remember that.
Like,
5 mics. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I wanted to see 5 mics next to my record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Like, I wasn't waiting on no Grammy or nothing like that, because those awards weren't even for my genre of music. But look at what happened. Best New Artist for the largest debut in hip hop album. We don't have a best new artist trophy because they gave it to Urban Essence. Now, what happened to Urban Essence? They done disappeared. Can anybody find somebody who knows where they are?
And then they did it this year too with Nicki Minaj. They gave it to Bonnie Bear.
Being the only female, really, like, now it's a lot of them. You know, it's a lot of girls, man.
A lot of girls.
A lot of new girls. Like, it's not going to be just one from the look at. But she had a moment where she was the only new female artist.
888 Shade 45. 50's on the phone. Remain calm coming up. Shout out to Precious Paris. Brand new female on GUnit. I saw her perform at South by Southwest. Tell her she had the fly boots on when I seen her.
She ready, man. Like, I had her sitting in trenches for a long time. Like, she was on, remember the TOS album?
Yep.
The Kitty Cat joint, she was around then to do vocals. And I just really, started, working with her to get her right. Because she's been writing the whole time, so now it's cool. And it's just good to have somebody, like an artist around that you don't really got to stand over her shoulder.
Speaking of GUnit Records, too, shout out to my man Paulie D. Is he still out in the Palms right now? Is he still out there still shooting?
Yeah, they be back and forth. I was here last weekend, gonna be back out here again.
Yeah, that was a good move, man. I fuck with the homie, and even with that TV show, I had kind of been waiting for a DJ to really get a look like that, and it made sense for him, coming from the Jersey Shore background, and I rock with Paulie. That's my man, and he definitely holds his own from one DJ to another. I've seen him, and you gotta. I had to peep him out, make sure he was real, and he was definitely real. And he told
me too. Like, I had to go. I went to go see him. Like, and he didn't know I was there. Like, and I came down. I was in Vegas. I popped into the spot he was DJing at, and I was like, "Yo, he got it!" Like, because he had him rocking, and it was a different type of music. It was like something. The set that he was doing was like almost David Guetta type of energy, the dance music.
Yeah.
But he had that shit. That shit was rocking. So I was like,
great energy.
Yeah, this makes sense.
What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna put an album out? Compilation?
Yeah, he already started working on it, so they'll have something soon. The first song he put out, like the theme song to his actual show, he put it out, it jumped to #4, and then the #2 charted on iTunes as the #2 song on iTunes in 24 hours.
Nice checks. Speaking of paying attention, my Twitter's on fire. They keep asking Drum, shut the fuck up, play the motherfucking song. We've been waiting for the song all night. Drum, what the fuck are you doing? Matter of fact, Fifth, go ahead, introduce the first song off our Gangsta Grill mixtape, 10 years in the making. It's called Remain Calm. Fifth, talk to him.
That's right, it's an Al-Qaeda bomb right here featuring my man Snoop Dogg. Precious Paris is going down right here. Check this out.